Well, not sure if anyone's on, but see what today brings here. Oh, opens next minute or so. Actually, I'll move this to see. What's going on, John? Good morning. Hopefully, you had a chance to play around with the zones. I don't love this sell the open, but why not? John, good morning. You had a chance to play around with because the box is telling me to sell, so I'm going to scalp a little bit here. You can see nice little scalp. It was doing well. The open's tricky though. Could be a fake out. We got a nice 4-hour GAN level. So that is a nice little scalp there. I'm going to move that to break even. Nice $2,000 trade, basically $1,500. Yeah, killer GAN box trade, $300 off the books. So yeah, the morning's always a little tricky. I'm going to switch over to micros. That's minis are too big for my blood. So it's going back above the box here, off again level. I haven't really looked at the NQ for like all night to see which numbers. So yeah, so it fell off. You can see a nice little 5 in the morning at 4:28 was a heck of a signal there. So the thing I like about the GAN levels is, you could almost ignore this sell because it's bouncing off this other GAN level. But anyway, interesting. So let's see what GAN levels. Yeah, that might have been the trade. That indecision right off 524. Nice little momentum play there. But kind of a quiet morning. Yeah, what do you think of the zones, John? Or is it too new for you to even to mess with on the demo? So tempted to go long here, but I don't know. I don't love the first. If you go long here, the risk is kind of tight. I don't love this. I don't really love a long. I like being near a GAN level, honestly, if I go long, but I don't want to short it just yet either. So there's a nice little scalp so far. We'll see if it holds. I don't have a lot of confidence in it, but it's just so early. Yeah, look at that scalp. So I'll move that to break even. So look at that. The box is telling me to be bullish, even though I got in a little late. Nice momentum play, might not hold, but at least I'm on the right side of the market. That's what I care about. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like trading reversals. I like momentum plays. So there you go. If you're in a funded account, you're up for 100, let's say for me, yeah, 500, 430, I'll cut it. $300 right there. Drop down to 292. So for me, that one account, I'm done. Then I move on to the next account. I shoot for 250 to 300 per account. That's how I like to grow my funded accounts. As you can see in my Tradeify, that's my strategy. Look at my dashboard here. So you can see up almost 4 here, 4,200 here, and down a little bit on this one. I messed up a couple days ago, so I'm going to have to work to get that one back up. I bought I clicked the wrong button, but anyway, it was my mistake. And then this one is not accurate. This is actually 2,000 because it's this morning I made 900, so I'm up around just shy about 1,300 this morning because it doesn't. This actually doesn't. Yeah, so this account actually above 4,000, and this one's actually 4,400 because does end of day. So I can even show you in the journal to show you proof. Yeah, I messed up the other. Yeah, it was a couple days ago. Yeah, so yesterday, I don't know what happened. I clicked the wrong button. It happened. So if you look at last week, had a good week. 3, 5, and then 1,000, and then of course, 1,000 yesterday. I messed up yesterday on a stupid dumb trade, and then up 1,500 today. So anyway, you make mistakes. Life goes on. So anyway, back to the chart, and that was a nice little long for me. Scalping, I didn't get maybe the best entry but off the open, we're 8 minutes in, and I don't want to trade against my own boxes. And actually, I could have held that, and I'd be definitely up a nice chunk there. So awesome play there off the GAN and box. I love that when I get I got a nice indecision off a GAN level, 524, and the next 4-hour GAN level is 651. Not saying it's going to go there, but that would be a point of interest for me. And then a 1-hour GAN is 623. So we'll see, what happens there. This one over here, CL, you can see awesome trade off the box down here, and then it bounced off here and get a nice buy there. So that's a good signal. And then you can see Bitcoin kind of cruising up here a little bit. So good stuff. I've optimized a lot of these signals for the people in my group. So I have the Bitcoin optimized, and then I also have the NQ optimized, and then I have the ES optimized. And I'm working on optimizing CL but we'll see. I don't love CL, and you can see I've a lot of iterations, a lot of stuff going on here. This is like an old chart, I think. Yeah, you can see this is where a lot of stuff going on that I'm testing. Get rid of that. This is kind of like one of the main charts that I trade off of when I'm just doing pure GAN levels and then order blocks. So this is just honestly, I've mentioned before, you really don't need indicators. I love my indicators, but I mean, you look at this play off the 524 using free stuff. You got the indecision here, and then you get everything is green, right? You get a bullish MACD, bullish lazy bear, and that's hence where I scalped. Basically, I was in a little late, so I was near probably 424 or sorry 543, and got in this range. I didn't get that nice all the way up to this 579, but for me, I like to scalp between GAN levels. And my favorite day is, I'll mention it again, I love GAN to GAN to GAN. That's, to me, that's a great day, but it's early, so we're only 11 minutes in. So, and then I don't love trading against an order block like this, so I was going long into an order block, hence why a lot of times I'll scalp out if it's like 250. Then I'll switch over to a different account, go for 250, 300. And so my goal is to have 4 accounts where I'm getting 250 to 300 per account, right? It adds up over time, day after day, waiting for your levels, and then scalping out $200 or $300, even 100, even 150, right? 150 times 4, that's a good living. But I like to get a lot of prop firms, you've got to have a minimum of 250 per day, at least for 5 days. So a lot of times I try to get close to 250. And that's where, if I take a couple chunk trades at, 125, then good, I'm done for that account. I got my 250, move on to the other account. And that's how I like to grow. Later in the day, if there's a good directional move, I will like to hold too. So there's a lot of strategies, right? Sometimes I'm going for chunk trades to get to my minimum. And then if I really, later, maybe after 10, I'll look for a nice directional trade where, let's say I'll just do 5 contracts on a micro and see if I can get a nice runner. But anyway, that's kind of the way I look at the market. You kind of mix and match from scalping to holding a little longer. So, because I definitely don't swing, but I definitely like to catch runners where I can. So, let's say I was either 10 or 5 contracts at this GAN level, I would be taking 5 off here, moving my stop to break even, holding, trying to get to the next GAN level if the market goes there, right? No one knows the future, but in essence, if I had if it wasn't the open, I don't love sizing up on the open, but if this was, let's say, any other time frame, and I'm getting near a GAN level, I get everything confirmed that this is good, I'll have 10 contracts, take off 5, maybe at the mid range like this, and then hoping for the next GAN level, and then if I get to the next GAN level, take off 2 or 3. And then hopefully you get the last 2 hitting your last GAN level. That's to me, that's my optimal day for me anyway. But again, the open's always kind of tricky, especially the last couple weeks, as we all know. The New York Opens the New York session has just been kind of trash at times. But we'll see. Maybe it'll change here, hopefully. And look at this, and we're getting this order block. I'm actually getting a better institutional indicator. This is a decent one by Big Beluga, but I'm actually getting a better institution. Well, I'm either going to build one or I'm going to find one. Either way, this isn't bad too, though. At least it gives you an idea of where there's some order blocks that could make your longs a little difficult, and maybe some entries for a reversal potentially. Or, of course, if it blasts through, then you got a new support level. So anyway, just wanted, what do you guys think of my GAN levels, or how are you guys doing the day with everything? I know John's gone for a minute here. So I appreciate all you guys jumping on here. Just the way I trade with the GAN levels. And then, of course, I have my my custom boxes, my custom zones that I try to mix with GAN levels, and it gives me a lot of confidence to scalp and to catch some pretty good runners to next. So basically, I'm a level trader, level to level to level. I don't love EMAs. I mean, EMAs can be powerful too, obviously. A million ways to do this, but I like levels for me. I like to know, okay, you know what? If this was not going to work, right? Because I was short earlier, so it could have blasted down below 524, right? So if I was short, I want to know where I'm going to be wrong. Number one, right? Knowing where you're wrong is more important than where you're right, because right, risk is everything. So on this trade, when I go long, I know for sure 520, I'm out. I don't care. We all know that NQ has some of the meanest wicks. Hence why my zones are trickier on NQ. It actually does better on crypto. Crypto isn't quite as mean when it comes to the wicks, I've found. So this on crypto, I wish I could trade crypto with a prop firm, but all the prop firms I know of are sim. I like to be in live accounts. I don't like sim. So hopefully one day there'll be a prop firm that does real funds with crypto. It might be a ways out, as far as I know anyway. But you can see, look at CL. It kills on CL too. Kill or sell there. I mean, look at that off that box here. Look at that. I mean, CL is killing it right now. So I love CL with my box and GAN levels too. I should throw GAN on here too, and I should throw GAN on here. But primarily I do trade in Q, but I am now watching all three because the boxes are doing so well with Bitcoin and CL, and whereas NQ is a little trickier. I love NQ with the levels, but the boxes, you just gotta be a little. It's just I'm still optimizing those. So yeah. Anyway, anyone have any thoughts on what you think NQ is going to do today? I mean, it's hasn't even got to the 1 hour GAN level up here. It's we got a nice bounce off this 425.4. So, but it's kind of just stalling out for some reason. I don't know if there's news coming out later. Let's see here. Hasn't even got to the 1 hour GAN level up here. So yeah, with ATP, okay, and then ISM in a few minutes here. So, I mean, nothing too crazy today. Oh man, that CL trade, what a beauty that would have been. Right there, the buy. I don't always wait for buys. I like when it tells you to go long, you go long with good risk management, and CL is killing it right now. You can see pre-market pretty choppy, but there was some decent. Look at that. I mean, there's some good moves, right? I mean, yesterday was unbelievable with CL. I mean, you get some. I mean, right? You catch one of these pre-market, you're not even trading today. You're done. At least that's how I am. If I have a good pre-market day, I don't mess around with the New York session. Yeah, the New York session is kind of meh. After 10 it can be decent, but the first half hour has been pretty brutal lately, really choppy, and can just be tough. At least for me, anyway. I don't know how you guys do it, but for me, not easy. So this one is a brand new. So like this one is optimized, but this is even more. Well, no, this the same one. I do actually have a new optimized one with friend Q. that I'm testing too. So yeah, always in the lab trying to make these things better. You know, these own boxes are amazing though. Since I had a breakthrough last Saturday with these zones, um, just have had some killer days, as you can see from my P&L from my. And I was looking at high row for trading crypto, but and they're all sims, so I not a fan of that. But that was a nice little long scalp for Bitcoin, and then yeah, it's kind of stalling out too a little bit. So if you can see, I mean, I haven't traded Bitcoin for the last few hours, but it's telling you to go short here off the box. So again, I'm not saying people should follow it, but it just kind of shows you look at the power of the boxes on this NQ short or this Bitcoin short. That's why this thing is a beast with Bitcoin. I mean, like you get it scalped. I know it's 6 contracts, so that's a lot for Bitcoin, but still, either you're right or wrong, right? I mean, look at that. That thing is awesome. You just whatever size you had, you're scalped out. I mean, it's unbelievable. I'm telling you, this. I don't know if it'll let me do a stop. I don't know what's stupid. Oh yeah, I made it longer. Duh. I mean, this is a scalping beast on Bitcoin. I honestly, that's why I was looking for a prop firm to do Bitcoin, because this thing is just unbelievable. I mean, look at that. You're $1,200. Um, just unbelievable. I need to find a prop firm for Bitcoin. Like, seriously. I mean, it's just too good. Look at that, 1,500 almost. I mean, you kidding me? And then that's why I don't wait for sales per se. I mean, you have risk management number one, and then you just trade the boxes. So you'd scalp out. Take off 4. I don't know, whatever. Get some profit. Let 2 run. So then we're getting a sell here on the NQs, selling off a little bit. It's a little late, but so if you're short, which isn't, I wouldn't say don't follow me per se, because it's in between a Gann level, but my stop would definitely be above this box here if I'm wrong on this NQ short. So we'll see. So there you go. You could look at that. On 15 micros, you're up 300. See, that's where you're done, right? If you're in a funded account, the box told you to go short, you're up 300, whatever it is, scalp out, then move on to your next account. I'm just telling you guys. I mean, you can trade a funded account smartly, or whatever you call it. You can do it. You can build these accounts with low risk, using micros, and just being smart about it. I'm holding on to it just because. But if I was in a funded account and I was just trying to shoot for my daily 250, I would have scalped out, or at least taken some off. I'll move. I'll get my stop because I might get stopped out. But I mean, you saw it. It was up 400, and it was a perfect trade. So that's how I grow my accounts right there, right? Nothing magical. You just wait for whatever. I mean, I don't know. The box to me was perfect. You got a double top here, and that was perfect. So it's still like not even 10 yet. So, and look at this Bitcoin short. I mean, I'm telling you, this thing is a Bitcoin beast. It's just, it's probably one of my favorite things to trade right now with these boxes. You get some clean moves. NQ is so tough. You can be right, and then it just wicks you right back. So, NQ is awesome, but as we know, those wicks are just really tough. So that's why I like micros with it, because it at least gives you a chance. Obviously, if you have a big enough account, minis are awesome, right? But man, if you have a small account, you got to use micros. So you have to. Look at this Bitcoin short. Geez, we already took a bunch off. So I don't know. I'm telling you, this zone thing for Bitcoin is just unbelievable. So yeah, eventually there will be premium indicators. The way they're going. But anyone who joins, it's not a sales tactic. I'm growing a really cool group. I've got probably 10 or 12 people, and I just started a Discord channel. But if people click on my affiliate links, they get all these indicators. So if you click on Tradeify or Perdia or Venmo me what you feel the value is there, then you're part of the community. And honestly, in the next month or so, a lot of these will be optimized, and I'm probably just going to move to I don't know, $50 to $100 a month, and and then lock in it at just 100 slots. Just the value is so freaking strong for the kind of money you can generate. I've got to it's just too good. I've used so many indicators that don't, and again, you don't even need indicators. You can just trade off GAN levels, but these zones are so amazing, especially if you trade crypto. Really, look at that. It's unbelievable. The Discord, I sent you an invite, John. Maybe you didn't get it. It should be in your email, John. I thought I sent it to you. But I can put the link up, too. It's on my channel, too. So if you just go to my links, but I'll throw it in here. There's not much on there. I created it this morning, so there's not much there. I have channels there, but I don't have, I don't know if anyone even besides me has joined it yet. But I literally created it a half hour ago, basically. Look at this freaking short here. See, it's just, I'm telling you, this Bitcoin is just, it's just fun. And look at the short that I was in. So, it wicks you up, and that's where you have to have, but, I was kind of pretending that I was trading in a funded account, and, you'd want to lock in your profit. Now, this is a case where you could have got in and maybe hold it a little longer, but as we all know, it's not even 10 yet. So NQ is not done with its games. Okay, cool. Yeah, I hope you join it, John. Place for you to give feedback on the indicators, ideas for new indicators. But really, my goal is just to refine these. Right? I don't want to jump around. My focus is levels, and then using zones with levels and then ideally, so you have kind of like the three thing. You have the zone indicator, which isn't on here. Then you have institutional blocks that tell you, overall, so you have a higher time frame, so that ideally you're not trading into a block as much as possible, right? You can scalp, obviously, as you can see, this is pushing into a block, but at least you're aware that you're pushing into a strong, resistance area, so you're aware of it. So yeah, to me that's like the three main things, the three pillars, right? You have your zones, you have your GAN levels, and then you have your order blocks, and that gives you a really good idea of how to execute a very repeatable strategy, or whether to sit on your hands. Sometimes things don't line up, that's even better. If things don't align, as you can see, It's bouncing off. It's above 525. Bounces off this box. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And then you can see Bitcoin is coming back a little bit, but you know what? The profit was already there, so you just scalp out. And anyway, I mean, it's killing the box here. It killed the box here on CL. So basically, you're done. You know what I mean? Like, you caught this nice scalp down, caught this up, and now what? So a half hour in, you're done. So to me, I don't like to trade all day. I mean, I have these on for a couple hours, but I don't love the scalp. If I can get my scalping done in the first half hour to hour, even better. Because as we all know, the more, it's just less risk. I don't want to trade that much. I want to be laser sharp on my entries. And if I get what my goal is, then for me, I'm done. I don't, need a scalp all day. It takes a lot of mental energy. I don't know what you guys think. I don't know if you guys can scalp for more than 2 hours. For me, after 2 hours of scalping, even an hour, especially when you're really cognizant of your risk, you just, like your mental, you gotta, your mental capital, right? You have to be, because the second you drop the ball, then you make a mistake, and then you're mad, and then tilt is right around the corner, right? At least for me, my trigger point is if I make a mistake, or there's a lot of triggers that can set off my tilt, and so that's why I try to really be aware of what could tilt me. And if I go on tilt, man, I can do some stupid shit, and it hurts. I hate tilt. Like, you get to the point where you just despise it, at least for me. And it's right. There's always a candle moving, and the second you start feeling that burn, because we all get things go against us, and it hurts. So that's where I just try to get my profit. Try to get wait for my setups. Try to take those A+ setups, and then when you get it, you're done, right? Anyway, that's my opinion. I don't know what you guys think, but I don't need to scalp for hours and hours. You know what I mean? It's just too hard. Now, there's another way you can do it. Just trade small, right? If you're just trading 1 or 2 micros, and you're trying to catch, a nice 100-tick trade, then that's a little bit different. But if you're putting on even for 15 micros, that can go against you pretty fast. I'll do it, but I'm always aware of okay, if I'm doing that, then it could run the risk of me going on tilt, because you can take some heat on that. So that Bitcoin, look at that. See the box didn't even tell me to get out. I did. That's one thing I love about these boxes, is that it actually hit right there. And I'd technically still be in that trade. But, I think it's over $1,500 in trade there. I mean, look at this thing. I love it. What I love about these boxes is that you're not going to pick bottoms or tops. Like, you're not going to, and I don't want to do that. I hate that. Now, it's fun if you're in that gambling mindset, but I don't want to gamble. I want repetitive profits over and over again. And picking bottoms and tops are fancy and exotic, but I can't repeat that day after day. I tried it. I mean, maybe someone else can do it. I'm not that good. I like to get my levels and then wait for confirmation. So as you can see, it's breaking down below 525. There's an opportunity to, there's potentially a chance to short that, right? Could it get down to the next scan level, 427? I don't know. But we know that there's, let's check out this real quick here. So like everything's turning negative if you're an oscillator trader. I don't love oscillators, but look at it. You get the MACD is, bearish. The lazy bear is bearish. And, look at that. Really look at that trade. So early on the 1 hour candle, it hit that order block, right? So, I mean, actually, you look at the 580, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like a massive short squeeze, or long. Look at that. So the long just took out all those weak longs, and as I was jabbering away, I kind of missed that indecision candle right at 580 with everything. Look at that, and the lazy bar was actually already bearish when this was happening. So that actually might have been the trade of the day, honestly. 580, shorting at the 5. This is the 1 hour again level, scalping down, and it's kind of pausing at that 524. To me, look at that. You're getting 1, 2. Sorry. So 1, 2, almost like 3 1 hour GAN levels. That's pretty good for me for a scalp. So that's how I like GAN levels. If you get an indecision bar, and then if you have other things, other tools, so then you have the order block to give you some confidence that, hey, maybe this is a level that price is going to struggle with. Then you get some oscillators, so you get a few things that where you can scalp a few levels, and that's just what I've learned the pros do. They scalp off these levels, primarily the 4 hour. The 1 hour just gives you more data points. Yeah, I agree, John. Dude, seriously, this is just unbelievable. Just how clean it moves. NQ just loves to just mess around, right? I mean, you get some awesome moves on NQ, obviously, but man, it can be so mean. You're right, but you're wrong. You can be right and wrong on NQ so often. And then look at this. Look at this awesome trade off CL again. So awesome trade down, awesome trade up, awesome trade down. I mean, CL it's a beast on CL too. And look at this. I mean, I'm telling you, man, this thing is a crypto killer. Now, yeah, you'll take some bumps. That sell didn't work, but you give me any indicator that doesn't have any bumps, that sells a bump. But if you go back in time, you get some. I mean, look at that you can see it. Those massive wins are, and then that short. I mean, geez, it makes up for a couple of bumps that you have. You know what I mean? You're always gonna have bumps. It's just the way it is. Just gotta be flexible enough and not married to something so that bump doesn't destroy you or make you, kind of throw you off your game. But yeah, so if you go back to, so you can see this 524 is a pretty key level, right? I mean, overnight it's been bouncing around this. So again, this is a little aggressive. I wouldn't say follow me, but if I was on a funded account, 15 contracts, it's a little steep. I wouldn't want to risk of like a $900, but definitely in the 500, I would be okay. Like, like if I'm feeling like everything's selling off, but it might bounce off this 524. Who knows? I mean, this might be a horrible idea, but for now, my box is telling me to short, but it definitely, this GAN level could be a bounce. So again, I'm not saying, don't follow me. I'm just following my box right now. That's all I'm doing. Even though I don't love the idea of it, because I don't love when you're hitting a strong GAN level. I don't like it. It's not like an A+ trade for me. To me, that's like like a C, right? Now, if we get confirmation below the GAN level, then it's like, okay, cool, Yeah, I should check that out, John. You're right. I've only been on the main one. I should check the micro on Bitcoin too. Yeah, good call. So you can see, this 524 is just a tough area for shorts and for longs. I mean, it's just bouncing around. So you can see, at least for now, my box is bearish for now. I mean, right in a flash, it could change, because we all know it could just bounce and just rock. I mean, who knows, right? But I mean, CL is just selling off like crazy. So I don't really, so there you go. Let's see here. Where is it? I don't know, for you, when it's bouncing around like this, I'm like, I don't love it when it bounces around. I want a nice, clean push. So for me, I'm like, I'm maybe tempted to just, I don't know. I want a clean move, and it's just bouncing. You know what I mean? I don't love positions that just, so like that. See how I don't love it. So I'll just cut it. It's at a key level that I know has been strong. We know the 523, 524, whatever you call it, right in that area is a tough area to short. And look at that, just bounced right off that thing. Yeah, so right now, I mean, there's not many GAN levels for NQ right now because there's just been a freaking chop but right now is the 524, right? And then the next GAN level up north is 650. So is it going to go all the way up to that? And south, if it can get below 524, then the next one would be 428. But as you can see, it's bouncing off 524 right now. So, I mean, like I said, the New York session is not my favorite time. This first hour hasn't been that great. You can scalp like if you're good with your levels, you can definitely scalp and make a couple $100 there, a couple $100 there. But holding stuff is really tough right now, at least in this time frame for me. I don't know about you guys, but for me, the first, see see that how it wicked up. I was short, but that's just part of the game. My box did not tell it to go long, and then see, it's still bouncing. So I just this 524 area is tough. I don't know what you guys are thinking. I try not to think. I try to react. Right. So right now it's just bouncing on 524. Like to me, there's no clear, it's just not like an A plus direction. Now, if it just tanks, then looking back, but again, it's still, look how many bars it's just bouncing on this 524. It's just not a great level for anything, honestly, unless you're just really careful. So you could have scalped a little bit short there, but then it just keeps coming right back to 524 almost. Look at that. See, it's tough. That's why I didn't love that short. I took a little loss on it because I just don't trust a short right here for some reason. I like to see more, more follow through, A little bit, but see, it just keeps, look at that. See how it just pulled in some shorts there and then right back to 524 above. So, brutal. And then it comes back. So, then it comes back and now it's at 513, 511. So, tough. NQ is very brutal. Never done crypto. I think trades as a future. Yeah, I think you can trade. I think during the day. You can't trade it 24/7, but you're right. I've seen platforms where you can trade futures with Bitcoin. So there you're gonna go. Look, so you shorted 524, it came down to 507, and then whipsawed right back to 527. That's what I'm saying. This is just a brutal number right now. You know what I mean? So then again, you could have scalped off 524 to 533. So, you can make money if you're just very careful, but then it comes back down a little bit. I mean, it's just, I don't, I just not a fan of just what's going on right here. I don't know why pre-market is just so much better lately. It's just the session. Now we're finally get a decent bounce, sort of. We'll see if it holds. So let's just pretend, we got a candle close. The box is still red, but, so in this case, I'd be like, I'm just going to go with five contracts because I don't trust this thing. And I'll have my stop just below that. So, I'm risking a couple $100 right now just to see because I don't love it, but I'm willing to lose $200 because, I've got some confirmation that there's follow through. So there you go. You could have scalped off 130, 140. You could have scalped off, and in this kind of you could have scalped 150. So, and maybe in this case you don't trust it, so you move your stop up a little bit, and I'll move my stop to break even, and maybe we can catch a little bit of a bounce here off the 524. So there you go. They're up $200 off that 524 bounce. That's why I love levels. That's why I don't need EMAs. I don't need a lot of indicators. Give me a good level, and then I'm going to wait for what I feel like is a good reaction, some kind of follow through. I could have made a little bit of money south because it did bounce off 524 going down, and it hit 507, whipsawed right back. This is a case where, this is a day just to scalp. It's up 200. I'm just going to hold this, but for a lot of people, take you $200 and you're done, right? Because this could easily whipsaw right back down, as we all know, as fun as NQ can be. I'm just going to hold on to this because my box did turn bullish, and so I'm just going to see if this can hold. But if I was in a funded account, I would be taking some off. I want to take profit because look at the market. See, it's coming right back. See, so this is the kind of day where it's tough. Now, eventually, there's going to be a trend, probably. I don't know when. I'm going to go long again just because my box is bullish, and I'm going to have my stop just by that, just below. Looks like I stopped that thing. I want to get back in. Let's see if I can hold off the. See how it came right back to almost a 524 again. I'm going to go back in long. I'll have my stop a little bit below, like 5. Yeah, see, look at that. So it came right below. That's where it's tough. Just jammed below the 524. So, yeah, that's where, like I said, taking profit was so critical. Now it's getting below 524. And now it's like, okay, what do we do now? We need some follow through. Which direction? So now my box is turning red. So just for my box sake, I'm going to sell this thing. I'm going to keep my risk low here. So all my stop above 524, 529. So I'm risking around $140 to see if we can get a move down. But the way it's bouncing, I wouldn't, that's why my risk would be small. And see if we get some type of follow through. We'll see. I'm not loving it. This 524 is brittle, You see, I was pulling right back. Yeah, just hit that 524 right now. Just loves to mess with traders today. Yeah, look at that. Bouncing off the 524. So, there'd be a couple trades you lost. So, I've been up. Now I'd probably be at even, per se. This is just a tough. You're like, okay, what do you do now? It's bouncing around this 524. And it's not giving you much. So, if you don't get a good entry, you get burned a couple times. If you go short here, you're chasing it a little bit. But it's starting to make, I was right but wrong. So that's where I tell you, like with NQ, you can be right but wrong all the time. My stop maybe was a little too tight there, you know what I mean? Because I was in the right area for this short, but then, I got, so right but wrong, and then here it comes bouncing back up again. So, yeah, I don't love the New York session. I've had way cleaner moves pre-market where I didn't have this kind of shit. Look at that. See, the second you feel like you're going to get a conversation short, it comes right back to 524. So literally since I've been on, it's been just sitting at this stupid level. And it's stupid. Yeah, I don't love the New York session. So making money is tough today. I mean, at least right now. Hopefully you get something. But you live and learn with these levels. That's why you when you realize the market's just doing this kind of garbage, you scale down on your contracts, and you just try to be smart. And now you're just waiting for an A plus, or maybe today we're just gonna get a B plus trade. So now it's pushing back above 525. 524, I mean. So it's just Now it's below 574. So yeah, I mean it's just crazy. But yeah, what are you guys thinking? I don't know. It's crazy. I mean, look, so now it's pushing down below 524 again. So it's just, and then NQ is brutal right now. Oh man, it's brutal. So finally, you're getting a little push up. I'm chasing this thing. It's just ridiculous. I'm going to keep my stop at 520. Now it's 536. Are we going to get anything out of this? I mean, it's hard to think we're going to get. See, then it's going to whip right back down to 524. My box is red, so I'm trading against my own box, and you can see. Look at that. See, that's where it's like. I'm telling you, it's just. I'm so glad I'm in demo right now because I already hit my targets, and this is just ridiculous. I hope you guys are safe doing this in this freaking mess. You know. Now it's getting down to 511, but if you chase it, then it whips right back. So yeah, it's just messing with people right now. That's what I see. I mean, it's brutal. But the cool thing is, I guess the fact that it's doing this consolidation. Then, man, once it moves, we're gonna get a killer move eventually. So whatever it's doing, building a liquidity, we all know eventually it's gonna pop and it's gonna do something awesome eventually. So eventually we get paid. It's just being patient. But that's why I love about the GAN level, right? We know this 524 is a key level. And we know it's bouncing around this number. So at least it gives you a structure. Okay, so if you had some winners, cool. And then you've had a couple of bumps, well, okay, you just kind of keep calm and you just know that the market's just being tricky. And that's just part of how it goes, right? And that's just the way it works. So we know eventually it's going to pop one direction or the other eventually. So sometimes you end up chasing a little bit, but that's why you just go with a few contracts. And so I'm going with 5 here. I'm going long here at 539 because we're getting some bounce off this 524. Now will it hold? It hasn't so far yet today, but eventually there is going to be a move, right? I mean, there is. We can't. I trade off reactions here. So we're getting a decent move off. This is where, you're up 150 with 5 contracts. That's a nice chunk there. Will it continue? It's, we've seen before where it whipsawed right back off to 556 and just came right back down. So there's not a whole lot of reason for confidence here. But again, it's up 150, so there are scalping opportunities. It just depends on how you'd want to do it. If you're trying to hold, you're gonna take some heat a little bit, right? And my box is bullish now, so I'm gonna try to hold onto this thing, keeping my stop pretty tight. Definitely, I know that it's going to be under 524 for sure, right? A little under because it loves to bounce near that 524. So I don't want my stop right on 524, right? Because we know that it loves to hit that number. So there's no reason to have be too tight with your stop. But as a fail-safe, you definitely if it comes back down of under 524, you want to be, it's okay being wrong, right? So, I'm long at 539, and again, I could scalp off 120 if I'm in the funded account and I'm just trying to get some chunk trades or trying to get back to break even. Then sometimes it's good just to get profit, right? It depends on your risk tolerance. For me, I can be a little aggressive, and I'm willing to hold, take some heat, take some down days because I don't mind. I'd rather have, for me, I'd rather have whipsaw me out as like being wrong here than like getting out per se and missing a big run. So my risk tolerance is probably a little more aggressive because I like to catch bigger runs. So, some people will scalp out right now, right? You're up $200. And again, there's times I will do that too. If I'm in a funded account, I'm up 200. Dude, perfect. Look at that. Up 250, 220, whatever. That's a great trade. I can move my stop up a little bit, but as we know, it's bouncing around. I'm going to keep my stop near 524. My box is still bullish. But again, look at that. There's an opportunity to scalp out a couple $100 with 5 contracts. That's a good day, honestly, right? If you're in a funded account, you're building something small, you can repeat that over and over again off a gain level, and you don't have to mess around. That's how I look at it. As you can see, we're not getting some follow through just yet, but hopefully. You're up a couple $100, you get 225, 235, 290, 300. Perfect, right? What a great scalp there. Off the box, off the gain line. We took a couple bumps. Again, now it's pushing up 260. It'd be cool if it could get to the next GAN level. I'm not saying it will. I don't call out numbers. I'm just saying the next 4-hour GAN level is 649. So, and the next 1-hour GAN is 624. So those are just points of interest. Again, nothing. Those are the zones. Who knows what price is going to do? No one knows. But like we're up 250 off the 538 long, at least for me. I'm up 250 right here. If I'm in a funded account, that could be a good day for that account, right? 250 times 4. That's a good living for me. This is what I do for a living. So for me, that's great. Now, if I'm already up like that, then I'll hold. Let's see if we can catch a runner, right? So then look at freaking Bitcoin. That would have been an awesome long there. So we'll see if that holds. But you can see how Bitcoin, that was an awesome sell. And now look at the box was having to go long. And I'll just jump in really late here. I'm going to jump on really late on this Bitcoin trade. We'll see if it holds. I don't know if it will, but I'll keep my stop near the box, and we'll see if we can get a little bit of a runner off the box there. So my stops moved to break even on my NQ trade. So I have a stop at 541. If it runs, awesome, cool. And then as you can see, look what freaking Bitcoin's doing. You already had a $1,500 day there, and now look at this. You're up $200 there, and it's running. So anyway, that's where I'd scalp. I'm up, these both accounts. Look at that. We're an hour. The market's been open for an hour, and you're in profit, right? That's the name of the game. Being smart about it. And so look at this NQ starting to run a little bit, So anyway, what do you guys think? I don't know. I love these boxes. I'm telling you, I love them. I love GAN levels, probably the most out of anything. And then the next, I love these little boxes that just keep you on the right side of the market. Now, as you can say, today is because it's kind of a weird day. It's just it's tough to catch a long trade. But as you can see, you get a scalped off 250 and you're done on 5 contracts, risking, what was it, like 140, maybe 180. So now it's pushing up $200. So again, you can play GAN levels and levels, 5 contracts, and build your funded accounts slowly, the right way, right? You're not trying to get a home run hit here. No, you don't need to gamble. You don't need to be reckless, right? Be smart about it. This is your business, right? I mean, look at this. Look at this awesome NQ. Off the box, off the GAN level. It's up 350-ish. So I'm telling you, trading is, as long as you're patient and don't go on tilt, you can make money. Just don't sabotage yourself, right? I'm talking to myself, not to you guys. You guys are probably smarter than me. I just love trading off levels. So you can see this Bitcoin thing is just taking off the box. I'll move this to break even because that is I got in late. And look at this NQ thing. Now it's at 400. Now this Bitcoin, look at Bitcoin. I'm telling you, jeez, drives me insane. I love trading this in demo, but this should be a live account. I do this every freaking day. It just, I mean, I would come back down, but I was up $600 there, Okay, fine, I got stopped out. The box, you're able to scalp a nice chunk there. That was amazing. That was awesome. That was a pretty good little whipsaw, though. Considering that, I mean, really, look how strong that move was down, and you're trying to scalp against it. I don't know. That's where I would have like an order block with this. So like, I don't love trading singular, like where I'm only seeing like one chart, right? I like to have full visibility if I'm trading a funded account. Just trading off a box and a GAN level, yeah, that's two things. But I like to see the order blocks. I like to see the longer term time frame that I'm going against. So it gives me more confidence, right? When I have three, this is a 30-second chart, this is a 1-minute chart, and that's a 30-second chart. That's not a lot of data to make. You need more information, right? So I'm going to move my stop up here. The NQ, you're still at 260, 250. I mean, it's still a great trade here. So, I mean, I don't know. Did you guys, anyone go long? Did anyone make any money on that NQ push off the 524? And then here it comes right back. Stupid. It drives me crazy. Everyone's so quiet today. Need CJ to liven up the room. Yeah, and see then, that's where today, you get your 250, 300, whatever it was that, scalped up to be. That was an awesome trade. Did we get GAN to GAN? No. But today is kind of a weird day. At least so far. I mean, there might be a massive move eventually, but for me, I'd be done. I caught my level trades, and I'm good. That's the way I like to trade day in, day out off your levels. And again, you don't have to have the boxes. You plot some GAN lines. You maybe have some oscillators to kind of help you, and then you have your order blocks, and you're kind of set for a profitable, repetitive day, or a day you set on your hands. Because maybe the smart people didn't even mess around with this 524, as it was just bouncing around, just driving me crazy. But we all know eventually it was going to do something. So the stronger play was, you definitely got everything lining up. That one right around 11:22, sorry 10:22, you got some bullish oscillating movement, and then the lazy bear. So you definitely had more favor to the upside because you had a lot. It was wicking, but it felt like the wicks were stronger on the bullish end, at least for me. Plus, my indicator told me to go long too. So, up 120, nice dude. You shorted it. Wow, good job, dude. Good job, Stout. David Stout. I love it, dude. Good job, man. Yeah, I mean, that's I don't look at ES. I probably should. It's not as mean as NQ, but good job, man. I'm glad you're up. What do you think of the boxes, David? Are they even helping you? What do you think of them? I mean, no worries. If you don't like them, I get for me, no worries. I like them, but I'm sure some people won't. But if you go back to them, what I love about it is it's still holding you long, right? It wicked me out, but if I was in a funded account, I would have already had my profit. I'm not greedy, but it didn't look it bounced, so I could have in theory re-entered there because it was still telling me to be long, right? So I do love these boxes overall. We're getting this on the we're getting a bearish move down. I don't love it. We'll try. We'll since we already made so much there, we made a killing. So let's see if it's right again. So it's telling you to go short on Bitcoin, but we'll see. I don't know. It might flip. It might, it already kind of had a pretty big move down. So does it want to go back up? I don't know. But this NQ trade is still doing pretty well. And look at this CL trade. I mean, that's you're done. You're trading CL on that signal, you're done. You're selling near 71.81 down to 750. You kidding me? Dude, you're done. On a CL trade, dude, you're done. Or you're letting it just ride. You take off the bulk of it and you're just letting that, that's just beauty. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Chart Prime has some very good order blocks too. Yeah, you're right, dude. I like those. They're pretty good. Are you using the free ones or do you have the paid ones? So I mean, like the blocks told me to short crypto, BTC, and look at it. This thing is coming down. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. These boxes are freaking awesome. Now my bounce back up, but you could have scalped some. I mean, it's freaking awesome. And look at this NQ bounce. The boxes are telling you not to short it. Don't short this right now. I mean, I'm not. I'm just saying me. I would not be shorting NQ just yet. But look at this. Look at this scalp off this Bitcoin. I'll just move that to break even, just for the heck of it. It told us to short. I mean, dude, look at that. Oh, nice, dude. I've always wanted to have a paid version with Chart Prime. I'm jealous, actually. I should just do it, just because they look like they're really good. One day we'll have to do a screen share, Dave. I really want to see and feel what those order blocks look like with Chart Prime. I just think I think their levels would have to be pretty damn good. I mean, look at this NQ long, still cruising up. I mean, I'm telling you, that's just beautiful. That's awesome. And look at this. Look at Bitcoin. 4 contracts. It's almost 900. I mean, seriously, this is a Bitcoin cash machine. It does so well. I mean, these levels it calls. I love how it, you don't need to wait for a buy or sell signal. You're just trading off levels. That's what I love about it. I don't like lagging. It does print a buy eventually or print a sell eventually. And it's more of a confirmation. But I don't need a buy or sell indicator to tell me what to do. You know what I mean? We're adults here. We can trade off levels. We can trade off, so I don't need something to tell me. You know what I mean? I don't need a label. I like to look at a number and see the reaction, That's me though, Oh, dude, nice. Yeah, join my Discord, dude, and we'll do it. I want to see it. I want to see what it looks like. Maybe I'll do it, Because if you think it's worth it, and if you're liking it, man, right? If it's helping you be profitable, then, dude, that's awesome. So that NQ long is freaking awesome. The CLs is still awesome, and this Bitcoin short is still awesome. So, I mean, today, awesome day. Again, 2 days in a row of just a freaking awesome day. I don't know what you guys think. I don't know. There's only a few people in this room, but I'm loving this. You know what I mean? I've lost so many years, so much pain and agony. And not that I don't have bad days. I mean, you saw it a couple days ago. I had a down day. But it didn't wreck me, right? Not like it used to. Because before, I used to be reckless. I used to, put on big lots trying to recover losses. Now I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll trade small and just try to build it up because we know in an eval it's easy. You can size up, kill an eval. It's like duh, easy, right? We can all find a spot and kill an eval. Well, when you're in a live account and you have a couple of down days, well, what do? If you size up, you're effed. We all know that, right? I've done it. I'm trying to get back fast, like the pain. I want to avoid pain because right, it sucks to be down on a live account, and I've blown so many because I didn't have the patience to grind it back. So I have a live account with Tradeify. Three are very profitable. One, I'm down around $1,000. So that account, I'm gonna just grind it out. I'm not gonna like put on a huge lot, try to get back quick. I'm gonna trade it smart. I'm gonna just trade, maybe 1 to 5 contracts. Try to just have a slew of 200 days, and then give it a couple weeks, get it back. Right? I'm not gonna swing for the fences like I used to do, and just don't rush it. For me, I enjoy the process now more than like I'd get on like channels and post my P&L that I had like a 30K day, and then I'm like, that's stupid. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't celebrate a win, but I'd rather celebrate my process at this point. Did I follow my game plan? Did I follow what I'm trying to do here overall? The P&L, whatever, it's awesome, but are you doing what you're doing every day, right? And that way, when you're done, you feel good. If you're trading, you lose, but at least you followed your plan, right? That's what I care about. That's what I get enjoyment. Like that's why I created this box indicator, so to help me visually, so that I try to be on the right side of the market as much as possible, right? Now nothing's perfect, but as you can see, this NQ is doing awesome. This CL is doing awesome, and you can see could have scalped out profit. So I'm not loving this. Again, it's not telling me to sell this yet, but I'll move it down just below the box here, and that's a $400 win on Bitcoin. So, and then if it has me go north, I will go north again. But right now, the box is not telling me to go long on Bitcoin yet. So yeah, I just got $400-ish. I mean, obviously there's no commissions, but I also, what's cool about these boxes, guys, which you probably can see, if you went long off this 524-ish, or let's say even, like, because I got in at 538, look how the box trails. So your stop can be right there, right? Once it gets in a trending trade, the box is going to move up with the price. So you can just kind of like keep your stop. So I'd have my stop at 573. That's what I'd do anyway. You guys can do whatever you want. But I like to keep profit, right? If NQ snaps down, fine, whatever. But like if I was in long, because I was in long 538, I would be moving my stop up. Yeah, and my stop would be at 573. And look like this thing is still running. Look at Bitcoin. It bounced right off the lower part of that box, and it was going right back south. You can see now the accurate stop over here would have been up here, right? That's really where my stop should have been. And then it just trails down. Sorry, messed that up. And that's where, and then the Q might come back down and stop you out. Or if you're noticing it, you could maybe move a little bit, not much. You might have to give a little more room. See how the box moves again? So adjust with price. That's why I love these level indicators, they're real-time adaptive to what's happening right now, right? No, it's not really lagging too much, right? There's always some lag because price is king, but it's as reactive as that I can get it. So anyway, I know there's a few of you guys on. What do you guys think? You guys all profitable? What's going on? Yeah, you guys are quiet today. Well, I'll be back. You guys are very quiet. So, see you in a few. Well, I'll be back. You guys are very quiet. So, see you in a few. back. Can you guys hear me? My microphone, I think, shut off. Man, look at that freaking NQ long, man. Look at that. Man, it's beautiful. And of course, it worked right. That's NQ for you. It worked right down to the bottom of that box. But either way, NQ is fun. And look at that freaking NQ long, man. And of course, it worked right. That's NQ for you. Right down. Cool. Oh, thanks, John. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's what, hour and a half in. What's going on, Steve? Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully, yeah, you already made your money. I know you're just watching, but hopefully you already made your coin for the day. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What, hour and a half in. What's going on, Steve? Good to see you, buddy. So yeah, I'll be on for a little bit longer, unless not much going on, right? Like, I could be coding. I could be doing a million other things now. I already, hit my target. So, if you guys have any questions, or just feedback, anything you want to see. I could be coding. I could be doing a million other things now. I already hit my target. So, if you guys have any questions, or feedback. Oh, cool. I got some people in my Discord. Awesome. Tony's in Discord. Awesome. Cycling's in Discord. Awesome. Qubit. Blue Devil. And it looks like Steve is Blue Devil, I think. I don't know. That's my guess. Pretty cool. Got Scata Dave. Blue Devil. Oh, yeah. Pretty cool. Yeah, thanks for everyone joining the Discord to get some feedback on these levels. Oh, cool. You're cycling. Awesome. Yeah, hopefully this Discord, allows us to share, your experience with the levels and make them better and better so you guys are as profitable as possible. That's the main goal. And also maybe we can make something better too, right? You're never done. There's always something maybe we can find that can work. But I do love levels just because it's just, right? Price is king, and they're less lagging. So, and I know there's some great traders that use EMAs. I made one. I'll show you guys just for that because since the market's kind of slow, if I can find it. It's one of the first ones I built that it's not anything great. Let's see, where is it? Treasure, so someone liked it. So this one I built based off of it's not too bad. It's EMA obviously, so I built this one. It's like one of the first ones I built. It's just an enhanced SMA signal box. So basically, whenever price closes below the 20 SMA, it gives you the signal candle, and then it gives you targets that are basically based. So the signal target is the first target is the length of the candle. So that's kind of like your goal is to get to target 1, and then obviously you move your stop and try to get the next two are just ATR levels But you can see how trading, you're gonna get some false signals with this because it crosses above here. So that's why you have a longer term EMA that would filter out these buys per se, right? So anyway, we got a few people that like it, and it's actually I mean it's interesting honestly, but anyway, I do I created that about a month ago. But so look at this. Okay, so we're getting a sell on the Nasdaq. Close. At least I mean it's bearish. I'm already up for the day, so I'm just going to take a quick scalp on this one. Again, 5 contracts, just only because it's telling me to short. I'm not telling you guys to follow me or anything. It's just the box is red now, and it might, it's kind of consolidating up here, so it might just be building and go back north. But we'll see what it does. If it flips, then I'll just go back north again. But you can see I chased it. I'm already down $80 ish. And like I see it, I had a feeling I might do that because it's in this weird kind of consolidation bullish area, right? That's where I don't always love. You can just take a signal. If I would have been on my bigger chart, then I would have seen maybe. Let me go back to my Gantt chart. So everything's pushing above. That'd be a tough short there, but especially because then you have the MACD kind of turning bullish, and then you have just kind of bouncing up here. So was the market ready to reverse there? We'll see. But that's where that would not have been like an A plus trade, just trading off the box itself. And look at a nice little, it's continuing to go up. Actually, look at this. See, it's breaking above that order block. This is where I wish I had Stout's chart prime order blocks. It'd be interesting to see as it's pushing above this order block here. So yeah, it's telling you to go along, but I mean chasing it, definitely chasing. But yeah, it's pushing above that order block. That's interesting. I wonder if that will hold. CL's tanking again. And Bitcoin is about to become bullish again. Maybe not. We'll see. Still bearish there. God, look at Bitcoin. It was teasing the longs there for a second. And then cut this one. Let's see if I mean, look at that Bitcoin. It was teasing the longs there for a second. Yeah, I don't really love shorting CL. Like it looks like it's pretty low. That's like, I feel like it's gonna just snap up, but who knows? Up 150. But I don't love where it's at. But man, it's like definitely could have scalped right below the box. So that's definitely. And then look at Bitcoin. Jeez. God, yeah, CL is just cruising down now. Jeez. Yeah, that would have been a really good short. Yeah, markets are starting to do something now. It's been NQ's just blazing up. Yeah, markets are starting to do something now. NQ's blazing up. I am going to change one thing. 1 second, guys. I'll leave this one on, but I need to change one thing. Good there, good there, good there. 6. So yeah, that's the one I want. Cool. Alrighty. So yeah, we're kind of in no man's land with NQ. Not near any GAN levels whatsoever, really. I mean, the closest is 623 on the. Yeah, I'm just curious if I go to a 10-second. That's tiny. That's a tiny chart. Tiny. But it gave you a good buy here. Still bullish even on a tiny chart. Look at Bitcoin just cruising. Yeah, nice push up there, and CL is still just grinding north. So I don't know. What do you think of the boxes, Steve? Do they have any merit? What do you think? Am I crazy or what? Yeah, look at NQ. Oh man, look at that. It's beautiful. Look at that. I called it. That is just awesome. I love these boxes. I'm telling you. It is just freaking amazing. Look at that. Oh man. So awesome. See, I'm not even in the trade. I don't care. I just love watching him work. I love it. I love it. Cool. Thanks, Steve, man. I hope you join us, dude, if you want. Maybe, I know if you trade your own money, but man, I'd love to have you join us. We have a small crowd. I'm definitely going to be optimizing these more and more, and they will be premium indicators that I'm going to be selling on a WAP. But for anyone that joins now, I'm not going to ever charge never ever anything I create. If anyone that joins now, okay, yeah, GAN levels, dude, are freaking awesome, dude. I can get a whole. If you ever want, I can teach you more about that. But I love GAN levels, man. Palladius long, box 4-hour order block, dude. Nice, dude. Stout. That's awesome, man. Oh, dude, I love it. Oh, dude, post that in our Discord, dude. Put your trade there if you would. I mean, I'm not gonna use it for marketing. Just I want to see it, dude. That's awesome. If you have a screenshot of that, then I can see your chart prime. I'd love that if you want to. You don't have to, but I'd love to see that trade that you did, dude. That's awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, GAN levels. I'm not. I need to get more on the mathematics side of it, of how GAN created them. All I know is the pros trade them, Steve. So these white ones are 4-hour GAN levels, and look at how it's bouncing off this 1-hour one. So I'm gonna just take a little scalp. Just my box is still bullish, but I'm gonna play this double top off the GAN level here to see if I can get a little move down. We'll see. It might not work. Um, let's add 10 more to that. Not 200. 15. So I love playing GAN levels, GAN to GAN. I really prefer to be at a 4-hour GAN level, but we got a miniature two. You're on there's a 10-second chart, but we got a little pause there, and my box is turning red, but we'll see. I mean, NQ's been pushing up. I'm just curious if this will work or not. But I love GAN levels, dude. We can definitely. I can show you how it works, for sure. So I did switch over to my live account, guys. That's why I switched it. So now this is actually a live trade for me. I was waiting for a short because I wanted to get in. So this is actually my live Tradify account. This is my live funded account here. So I'm going to scalp off 15 contracts right here. Oops, it won't let me. If it'll let me. I'm going to have to move it. I'm kind of stuck. I'm going to move my 15 a little bit here. So that was a good scalp for me off that 1-hour GAN level. And my box turned red. I was kind of hoping we'd get a little pullback. I don't know if this will last. I was hoping to get out earlier, but I messed up my stop. So now I'm just going to stay in this a little bit longer. It might come back and get me, but I'm up 500-ish on my Tradify account on this account. This is the account that's down, so I'm trying to get this one back. It's the only one that's down a little bit, and so I'm just trying to slowly get it back to profit. I'm up on my Purdy account, 4K. I'm up overall on my Tradify account, like 8 or 9K, and then I have this one account that's a little down. Oh, thanks, dude. I'll check that out in a second. I'm just trying to manage this. What I want to do here. But yeah, nice little scalp off that box for me. I love that. That was great. It bounced off that GAN level, and then if I can get a little more pushed down, I'll just get out of this thing, or it might just come snag me out. I mean, NQ's been pushing up all morning, right? I was hoping we'd get a reversal, but you never know. You never know. Look at that sell on the freaking CL. God, I should trade CL. I gave that up a long time ago. But man, the way these boxes are trading it, it's like, man, I might have to go back and revisit that. So this might not come back. We'll see if we can get a push down here. I'd like to see if I can get a little bit more, but we'll see. Trading your live account in front of people, always interesting. You can either look like an ass or a hero, or neither. I just look at the process. I mean, if this wins or loses, whatever. I mean, I can't control the market, right? So it's not me. I can't control it. I can just control my risk, right now. Just controlling my risk. And that's all I'm focusing on right now. So I like that just to get out for 15 here. Every time I do that, every time I try to put my 15, it gets, well, let me. Okay, cool. Finally. Come on, stop my 15 contracts. Look at that. Oh, it's cruising. Just stop me out. It keeps going. 800. Stop it out. Take it. Take my 15. Take my money. I'm trying to get out. 1,000. Hey, I'm trying to get out. Oh, shit. Come on. Come on, just take it. Take the freaking 15 contracts. Stop doing that. Man, what a move. Just take it. Jeez, finally. Okay, jeez. What a freaking move. That was so awesome. So yeah, 2 contracts. That was pretty slick. Where am I at? So on my account, yeah, it's $1,000 right there. I'll just close it out. That's good enough for me. Yeah, nice $1,000 trade off my box. 15 contract, or so I had 17. So, dude, I'm building that count back up slowly. So what am I at now on that one? So yeah, I still got a couple $100 to get back to above water. So let me go back to my Traderify account. So yeah, because I can show you I was down. I don't know. I clicked the wrong button and it got me in a Bitcoin trade that I didn't want to be anyway. So it doesn't matter why, but I messed it up, and it's stupid. So you can see this account, I was down. So I'm very close to getting this back above water. This one I'm over 4K. This one's 4,400. This one's 2K. My Perdia one, I killed from day one. Just, you know, there. But anyway, I'm up 3K on my Perdia one. So that's pretty sweet stuff. Anyway, anybody catch any trades with that nice little short, or anybody do anything fun there? I'm gonna check out that screenshot, dude. If I can find it. P&L. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, cool. Trader pullback in the box. Push the 4-hour order block. Nice, dude. That looks fire, dude. Thanks for sharing that. I love that, dude. So awesome. Next up, that was looks like a great setup there, man. Great setup. I love it. So yeah, that was a killer live trade on NQ. Right off my freaking box near a GAN level. You know what? That's a killer. That's a killer trade for me. Low risk, right? If I was wrong, I was willing to be wrong at that 627 level, and it just freaking it was awesome. So I wish it always happened like that, but I was patient. I was like, oh, you know what? If this hits a my reversal box, I'm gonna switch over to live and catch a trade. So, but these zones I refine them all the time. I don't know how much more I can get. I mean, they're pretty good, but I will be getting them better and better, especially with feedback as Stout uses them. I've got about 6, 7 people, maybe 8, that have access to them right now because they're part of my little group, and just because I appreciate what they're doing for me, they'll have lifetime access to them because they clicked on one of my affiliate links as a small or Venmo'd me, and you know what? I mean, just a small amount of support is pretty humbling. So for me, it's awesome. The fact that people would, I'm just a small trading guy just trying to make it. Failed for many years. Lost my ass in options. I lost my ass in stocks. and now I'm finally becoming, I'm a profitable trader now. So, but it's been a long process, and the biggest indicator we have is our mind, as I'll say a million times, and that was a big switch for me, is changing the way I think and getting away from that gambler mindset, getting away from the revenge mindset. Yeah, I was ticked that I was down, yesterday a little bit, but again, it didn't wreck me because once you experience it enough, you're like, just follow your process. So for me, Ganline, box, and then ideally I would have an order block, but as we saw up here, this order block was pretty good. Like I remember just sitting there, so that's why I was like, okay, that's my third confirmation. Why, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can scalp a short off of this kind of bullish run there. And then I like the time frame. It's just a good time frame for a good, just what I call a mini trend, right? Just a nice pullback. Um, so, but look at that. I mean, even if you went off of, again, no, even if my boxes, all is free, you can plot GAN lines for free. I am going to be providing the GAN indicator to all the people in my group. I'm working with a programmer. I'm getting a payout tomorrow. So anyone in my group will automatically. So this was cool about this automatic GAN thing. It cost me a little bit. Obviously, he's a good programmer. It just plots them for you, but you can certainly pull up the GAN indicator and plot the lines yourself. But I like how it just automatic, right? Just easier. And so that GAN will be available to all my core group indefinitely. I'm not going to ever charge anyone in my group for that either. People later on, when I do my WAP, that will likely be an add-on because it cost me a good chunk of change to pay for that. And that's a value add. I mean, I love GAN levels. As you can see, I mean, they're not perfect, but they're just good zones. I mean, the market did not get above 649, right? Not even close. And then, like I mentioned, on a smaller time frame, yeah, it's a 10-second chart, but you get a nice little double top with the confirmation of my box and just scalp it down. So, yeah, I could have been totally wrong, right? We all know that. I mean, I could have been wrong, but I played my probability off this GAN line with my indicator saying, hey, this is the time to be. Now it's telling me to go long again, but I want to turn off my. I want to get out of this thing because I do not need to trade anymore live. I'm good. All my accounts are positive for the day. So you can see, look at that. You can see my. I'm up almost 800,000 on my demo. I wish. Maybe one day. Yeah, John, I hope you like it, man. I love it. I mean, to me, it really helps me. So I'll just do a demo trade. It's saying to be bullish. Now, I'm not loving this, so don't follow this. But, I mean, it is saying go long here. Now, I'm not telling anyone, you don't need to follow this. I'm just saying that my box is saying to go long. So this is just more, again, beta testing, showing live that we'll see what happens here. So it's saying this is a time to be bullish. Now there's no signal. I don't wait for signals. This box is saying it's right now at this moment you should be long. Now how long will it last? No one knows. Right? No one knows. But at this moment in time, it's recognizing the price action that it's now time to go long. And as you can see, you could have just scalped with 5 contracts. You could have made $70. That's why I love this thing. And that's why I think this is a valuable for people that want to pass prop firms, that people want to grow accounts. I love this thing. I love it. It took me 200 hours plus of coding time. And again, this might not work. Nothing ever works 100%, but it gives you opportunity, right? It gives you some good entry levels. I mean, and it doesn't wait for a buy signal. It gives you levels. But we had a big push down. So like, is this high probability? Especially when you look at the order block that was on the other screen. So this would not be like an A plus block trade, right? But I just wanted to take it just to show you guys how it works. but it did get up. Like it was up like $70. So you can use it to scalp too. I mean, you don't. Not all of them are going to be these awesome trend. But you can see, look at the CL one. I mean, killed it. And this is about to be bullish on the Bitcoin. And okay, now it's back being, look at that. See, now you get a buy here. I'm going to move this to break even. Look at this thing, dude. I'm telling you guys, these boxes are just, if I can use the F word, they are effing amazing. I'm just, again, they don't work 100%, but they work a lot. A lot of the time. I mean, look at that. Three trade. You're looking at three. Well, look at two. Two. You got the probable trade and NQ. Now you got this. I mean, this one's been going for CL forever. It's just been grinding down. Look at that. $200 on 5 micros, guys. You know this, right? That's the power of NQ and micros, and waiting for, getting out of that hour of chop shit that we saw, right? Now we get into some nice, what I call, micro trends. I don't know what the term is, but it's kind of like level trading. And there you go. You're in a funded account. $200 is awesome, especially when you're shooting for those 250, minimum days. Well, look, you're at 175, whatever. Maybe you already had another 125, and then you got it. But then look at this. It's pushing up still. So let's see if we can get to 250, and then you get to your minimum. It might not work, but, let's see. We can just try to stop up here. Let's see if we can get our 250. If you're with Top Step, I forget if it's 200 or 250. Tradeify, it's 250. I think Top Step is 200. But look at that. You're getting close to your minimum, what you'd need to have 5 days of, the 200 plus for a payout. It's close. 200 is kind of dangling around there. 200. I love this. I love these boxes, man. I love these boxes. 220, 240, 250. So you got it. You have to wait a little bit. 270, bouncing around. Come on, you need to get a little bit higher. So you can lock with commissions, right? So you need, with commissions, probably needs to hit like 260. It's really close. Is it 240? Oh, it was close. 240. Come on, let's see if we can get it. Okay, so is it 260? Oh yeah, 280. See, look, there you go. You just locked in what you need for daily. Now, that's just if you're in a prop firm. Otherwise, you just trail this thing, right? You have like I mentioned, you have your stop where this box is, and you see how this box is trailing. And look at this thing. I could have stayed in it, but I was pretending I was in a prop firm where I needed to get my daily. And now the freaking Bitcoin's bullish. So let's go, for the heck of it, 20 contracts. Let's just load up here. Let's see what are we going to do with 20 contracts if we're millionaires here. So again, the box is telling us to go long here. We're already up with 1,000. You could have scalped that off if you wanted to. I'm telling you, this crypto thing is unbelievable. Look at $1,000, 1,200. John saw this yesterday. I was up like 30K trading Bitcoin. Oh man. Oh man, I love these boxes. Seriously, when I had that coding breakthrough on Saturday, I'm like, oh my God. I couldn't believe it. I spent so long. I gave up. I was like, error after error. And it was painful. But then, magic I don't know what happened. I woke up early Saturday, like at 4 in the morning. And I'm like, dude, I just got to try it again. And this might come back, whatever. The fact that it called it at that moment, I mean, seriously. I mean, I love these levels, man. Look at that run on Bitcoin. Yeah, you don't see a buy or sell signal, right? You're playing levels. I don't know what else anyone would need to know to be profitable trading Bitcoin. What else? What other tool would you want? You guys tell me. I mean, this thing is amazing. Is there anyone in this chat room that trades Bitcoin? I mean, God, I wish I did. Jeez, and look at NQ. See, look at my level called way down here. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, honestly, do you guys know a level indicator that would have called that like that? Like seriously? Yeah, dude, I want to trade freaking Bitcoin. I gotta find a legitimate firm that doesn't do sim shit. You know, I just I don't want to get rug pulled like Fast Track and Surge Trader. All those, I'm tired of that. This I can't wait. More things like that happen. I mean, it sucks, but hopefully, people will come in and regulate it more, right? Make trading better for us. Not get screwed over. As you guys all know my story. I'm not gonna say you profit again, but yeah, you profit. Screwed me over. So I didn't care. I mean, that called a $3,000 trade. I mean, that was freaking awesome. That was a killer trade. And this NQ one was even better. Look, right? You can make a living doing that. 5 micros. You're risking max $200, and that would have been like, I don't know. That would have been $900, 800. I don't know, right? That would have been. I don't know what that would have been. A lot more than 500 with 5 contracts when you're risking 200 or whatever. That's why I love micros. And you're patient. We saw the opening shit in the net, and then you get these awesome opportunities. Like I scalped down that awesome scalp, and then I could have scalped back up. But I can't make more of my accounts, so I can't trade more. And honestly, I wouldn't want to. I'm perfectly content with making my 250 times 4 a day, and you saw I think I was around 7, 8. No, I was $1,000 on that one. So I'm at 250 times 3, and then 1,000. So I'll take it. Let's see what it looks like here. Let's see if it goes in my journal that fast. I don't know how fast it shows. But yeah, guys, join Tradeify, man. Okay, yeah. So I'm up 2,600 today. That's not a bad day. Yeah, yesterday sucked. Correct. I like to have stops where there's levels. So I'm kind of you get burned on those, Steve, on occasion, of course. Um, I had my stops when I shorted that. This is a 1 hour again level. So typically I'm 30 ticks, 30 like max 40. I try not to be above 40, but I like to be at a GAN level with confirmation. And as you can see, look at this. It stopped. I'm not saying it won't blow through this, but look how it just magically happened to stop and pause at the 624. Right now, again, I'm not saying it's not going to just keep going to the next level. It's just cool to see when you trade, when you just start looking at GAN lines. It's pretty cool how it just respects those areas, and then you trade those reactions. So right there, you could say, you know what, I like the way it's bouncing, and you're taking a small scalp above 624, shooting for 650. Now, will it work? I don't know, but all I know is that 650 is kind of like a miniature magnet. It's possible it could get. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't always tap it, but a lot of times it does, right? So anyway. But I sure as hell wouldn't be shorting right now. Like, why would you short NQ? Anybody? Is there anyone right now that would want to short NQ? That's my question to you right now. Is there anyone? Is there any indication why you'd ever want to right now short it? Is there anything on maybe what you see? I don't see any reason to short NQ right at this moment. I'm not saying it wouldn't work. Anything can work. But do you guys see any reason to short NQ right now? Why would you just randomly throw in a short right now? Why? If anyone can give me a good reason, I'd love to hear. I mean, I'm not saying I could be wrong. I just would love to see, like, is there a, where am I wrong? Is there a reason to short NQ at this moment? Besides, if you just wanted to try to get, just throw it on there. Besides just because you can. Like, is there a valid reason? Like, is there multiple reasons to short NQ right now? Does anyone have at least 2 reasons why you'd short NQ at this moment? Besides, if you just wanted to try to get, just throw it on there. Besides, just because you can. Like, is there a valid reason? Like, is there multiple reasons to short NQ right now? Yeah, 90% of a breakout. Yeah. That's you're right. That's true, Kubit. That's possible. Yeah. And yeah, you can see it's pulling back a little bit. Yeah, I'm just curious. Like, obviously you can do anything at any time, but I like multiple reasons to get in a trade, right? For me, anyway. That's right. It's true, Kubit. It's possible. Yeah. I just love how that box is just trailing it up there just nice. Look at that. I love how it's just trailing it. So if you're in that trade with that box, multi-time frame trading, my indicator show, yeah, it's true. If you're looking at a 15-minute chart, what does a 15-minute chart look like? But okay, so if you're on 15-minute, I don't see a reason to short just yet, right? Up here maybe. So if it got up to 685, right? I know, but make it yeah. Look at that 15-minute. Look at that. So look at this. I mean, this could be good for swing trading actually too, a little bit. I mean, I haven't done it, but on the 15-minute, it looks pretty damn good. Look at that. Look what it did on 15-minute. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, of course you get, you're gonna take some. Nothing's great, but like. Wow. Now, there's no way I'm going to hold the trade overnight. And we all saw that. That was crazy on Friday. That was crazy. But then look at that. You hold that. That short didn't work, so that actually would have been a loss. That's a pretty good long there. That's obviously you lose that buy. If you just signal, that's pretty good. And then right now we're rocketing up. We're just racing up. So that's pretty badass. Pretty freaking badass. How does it look on a 5-minute today? So yeah, had you buy at the 493. So at the open, you can see how the 5 minutes a little cleaner. It really gave you no reason to even short at all ever. On the 5-minute, then you see it spike up, and then you wick down. But you can see that's why I like these levels, Steve. We knew that 524 or 525 was this area. Look at it. It bounced. It could not break it. It could not sustain. At least, right? It just all these wicks. It could not get underneath 525. So the bears could not grab a hold of the market, right? That's where I might have to just trade. So, do I have gain at 650? Yes, I do. There is a 4-hour at 650. So you are right. So look at it. Went from what I like it. My favorite trades are GAN to GAN. And then the best day is, GAN. So then you have GAN. So you have GAN to GAN, 2 GANs. I love 2 4-hour GANs. That's my favorite day, honestly. So you can see it's pressing on that 650. And yeah, the 5-minute chart's actually pretty damn good. It's just, you had to go long before the market, and then you would have had to hold through all this garbage, right? So you're talking about the open, all this whipsaw shit that we all saw this, which was basically untradeable, right? But that's the nice thing if you're on a 5-minute. you just kind of had, it didn't even like, it came bare, like that one candle, it came down to 507. And you say, if you got, so you took, you were maybe scared for like a half second, but then like it was just bouncing here. Your long there was never ever in jeopardy. Like you're like, oh, okay, it's just bouncing, and then it freaking just rockets off the 525 or 24, and then yeah, sitting at the the 650 right now basically. So yeah, my little short, I took that short off the 1 hour, but looking back, I really should have not even done that. Why? I was going against the trend. Yeah, I have to say I probably got lucky there. I have, looking back now, that was probably not the best trade. I was going against the bigger move. So, you know what, but I had at least a couple reasons. I was at a 1 hour again, and, I played my risk right, because you never know. So, but was that an A+ trade? No. Down here, on a 5 minute. And then look at this GAN, Steve. Okay, so you don't know. Let's go back to, the beginning of the day, Steve. So these GAN lines, right, are pre-driven. So if price pushes beyond the boundaries, it will create a new pivot point, which will reset the lines. So here you are at the open, right? You're just bouncing along. It hits off a 1 hour again. So you could have shorted that a little bit. It comes down to this 4 hour GAN level. And this is not perfect, right? So this is where you have to be careful with them. You look like, okay, you're golden here. It's going to bounce off a 4 hour and go long. Well, no, it went down. So you lost that one. If it stands, or then you could say, well, it pushed back past the 4 hour and you scalped down a little bit. And then as you can see, it went back to that GAN level. So that you can see overnight, 524 was a level like that. It crossed, pushed down. So this is at 3 in the morning ish. And then right here, look at this one, 4:30. You get all these kind of wicks, and it just freaking bounces off that 4:30. So that's where I love to be up early, but that is the entry off that 4 hour again. And look at that. That's where you're getting 1, 2 GAN levels. But I can't trade all day, like that actually is, this is New York. So 5 o'clock when that happened, that's 4 in the morning for me. I don't love trading that much where I'm going to get up at 4 in the morning to catch that. And I mean, because you don't know, but it's still pretty cool. It freaking tapped that 4 hour again on the money. So if you had all your oscillators and everything else, that to me is a high A++, like A+, because you're going to have all this confirmation. Now going back always, and even here, look, it's a little above it. That's a nice scalp down. So that's a GAN to GAN, GAN to GAN, and then again we get this bullshit crap that we all were in, and then but essentially from 524 to 650, dude. One GAN, you're done, right, John? That's all you need is one GAN level, guys. I'm telling you, that's the way to make a living with this. Or kind of like what I did, you scalp between levels. Like that's why I have the 1 hour. You don't need the 1 hour. I like the 1 hour. It's kind of clean without it. It's kind of nice not having the 1 hour on there. But if you're a scalper like me, where you're kind of catching some pullbacks, it does give you some more data points to get off of. But as you can see, look, it's pushing above this GAN level. So for me, I wouldn't be looking to short that just yet, unless I got like a really cool reversal pattern that said, hey, you know what, this is worth shorting, right? All I know is these areas just give you points of interest. That's all they are. They're just zones for you to be aware of and then to react off of them. And I only know this, not from me. Again, I'm part of Blue Sky. Mike's a professional trader. He uses these all the time, and he's calling off levels all the time. And he's using, a lot of times, he might be even using a higher time frame, but I know he says pros trade off these 4 hour GAN lines. And as you can see, why? Is that magic or what? Like, I know you can draw lines anywhere, right? You can literally draw lines any. I get that, but these are pre-done, right? That was done before even. So anyway, that's why I love them. I mean, they're not perfect, but they just give you structure. That's how I look at them. It helps you structure what you're doing. Now, again, you don't have to use these automated ones, Steve. I can show you how to plot them manually. I'm just not lazy, but I like having them automated because eventually, as we all know, I mean, price is going to move out of here, down or up, right? And once price moves out of here, then the lines have to be redrawn again. Well, with this indicator, it instantly draws them on the spot, real time. So, not that you couldn't spend 3 minutes to replot them, it's easy, but why not, with coding, automate it, right? And then I'm working on getting cell signals based on these levels. So the next one, John, you're right. You called it 732, 730ish. So yeah, 730. Yep, you're right, 730. 731. So yeah, again, it doesn't have to be exact because these are just zones. But yeah, you're right on. You're plotting it right. So look at that. That's beautiful. So you could have gone. That's why I like to go down to like a 1 minute, and we're seeing it play off this. It's pushing off 61. You can scalp a little bit there, right? Yes. I mean, I like to plot them on the 4 hour, then I move down to the 1 minute. But GAN lines work on any chart. So if you come over to, let's just check them out on Bitcoin. Or sorry, CL. Let's plot the 4 hour. How well did it do? Oh shit, sorry. I messed it up. Hours. So we'll see. All right. So you're looking at CL. Let's just go to a 5 minute chart. 1 minute is kind of tiny to. Okay, so yeah, you're coming into the market. You know what's going to happen, so we know. Okay, so it bounced off the 732, 732.45, right? Came back, sort of retested, didn't quite. So you're still in that zone. But look at it, tapped it again. I mean, look at that. It tapped it again. I mean, and then, of course, nothing's perfect, but it gets in this, now it's at 797. And then look at it reacts a little bit, and now like it taps down here at 760, double bottom, triple, and then of course you'll love CL. It loves to sweep to the lows, and then again look at another GAN. See how it plays around? Look at that. So played around, and then I wasn't watching it. It might have been pushing the boundaries of the GAN level. That's why it may look perfect. Likely it was pushing down and creating a new pivot. Likely. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't watching it. But then it rocketed off there. So let's see where we are now. You can see, look at right at that GAN level. I short at the 81. Look at this. Man, look at the on the NQ. It's getting to the 1 hour GAN. So kind of like a halfway point almost. So let's get to the real time. So if you're playing the market, even without anything, just going off GAN lines and using just reversals. So like, in Gulfs, there's a nice scalp to a GAN. The doji is kind of in the middle of no man's land, but potentially it's green. So I mean, in theory, that's a good long. This engulfed, GAN to GAN, GAN to GAN, and then that would have been tricky. But you can see it pushed below 759 Gann to Gann. So anyway, that's why I love Gann levels so much. The structure it gives you, you know. Man, NQ is beautiful. Dang, what a long, what a bounce there. Oh, and my by the way, look at that long on freaking Bitcoin. So if you had proper risk management, that's a monster trade. I mean, so that's why I really feel like these are valuable tools. Honestly, some of the most probably it's probably the coolest trading tools I've seen. And anyone, yeah, I mean, if anyone can find better, I'm not saying I'm sure the big guys have way better tools than we do, but these are for a retail guy trading them out of nothing. Like I didn't take code from anything. This is just an idea I had, and I just started playing with it. So yeah, what are you guys' thoughts? What do you guys think? We have winner, winner, winner. You see 3 awesome trades, just killing it right now. I don't know what else to say. I mean, all I can say is I wish I was a crypto trader, and then you guys would never hear from me again. I would just be trading crypto like a madman, and I'd be invisible. I'd just be off in the thief of the night. I'd be gone. See ya. Uru, Temple, Craftsman. Good stuff. Ooh, a CL. Oh, damn. I don't have this chart up. EA crude oil inventory. Yeah, we all know Wednesday at 9. Thanks for the heads up, Dex. Thanks for. Yeah, so honestly, this is pretty cool. I think I mentioned 7 or 8 people that are, you know, they have access to these boxes because they've supported me. And again, I'm very humbled by that. And yeah, I'm just hoping it works for them. And in areas where it doesn't work, hopefully we can, fix it and optimize it. But I'm grateful for all the people that are supporting me. And yeah, I'm glad to give them access to a lot of cool tools. So in my treasure trove of, all my tools, I've built a few. In hindsight, I wish I would have had a better username. So you can see I've got these the zones that are they're for the signals is pretty much can be applied to any of them, and then you got the BTC USD, then you got one for NQ, and then you got the one for ES, and then I do have a just a basic one for micro NQ, an earlier version. It does pretty well, and then of course I got this heat map, which is pretty cool. Helps filter trades out. And then the tradeometer, I have a friend that's just killing it with this thing. When you combine the trades, it's basically an EMA, trend. But when you combine it with some, really good oscillators, it's freaking awesome. Like this thing this thing has some awesome trades. Yeah, EMAs on a small time frame, but it actually does pretty well for an EMA. And then the momentum one is just another high-powered EMA one. It actually, you can filter on a higher time frame, and same with the Ultimate Dominator. So I do think the Trade Dominator is a little bit better. But anyway, got a few tools available to people in my trading group, and I'm just going to be adding or just making it better. I don't know how many tools you really need. As you can see, all you need is order blocks, levels, and maybe a offset or two. You don't really need that much. You don't need to spend very much to be a good trader. That's what's so cool about it. Look at that freaking move off that order block. Oh man, that was beautiful. I wonder what it looks like on stouts. It has to look amazing. So yeah, the question, John, can we get to 730? Right? Can we make it? That'd be pretty cool if it does. Looking back in time, kind of the next level. I mean, you could look how high it could go. There's lots of room in theory. You can see why it's stalling right here, but yeah, interesting. Kind of cool to see NQ making a big move like this. But yeah, anyone that wants access to these, I'm always looking for a few more people, and then by March, we'll probably be locked out. We'll probably have enough people that are playing with them and giving me feedback, and then yeah, it won't be that much. I mean, it's gonna be between $50 to $100 a month to have these awesome boxes and everything, and then anything else I create. I want to create some institutional order blocks, anything that really combines, so that you have like a full system to be to kill prop firm evals, but then even more importantly, when you're in a live environment, that you grow the account as smartly and efficiently as possible. So that's really my goal with these tools, because I use them to grow my accounts. And yeah, I know I'm a small fish. I only have a couple hundred subscribers. I get it. I'm not, I likely will never even get to 1,000. I don't really care. My goal was just to find the coolest people possible that wanted to be on this journey. So, I don't expect me to blow up at all, right? Who's going to find me? I don't advertise. I don't do anything. I just know that the more value they're getting, I'm not going to give them away for free. When they get to a certain point, they're just too valuable. Otherwise I just use them on my own and just do my own thing. But why not share them? Especially if the core group's liking them and killing them with them, then let's get as many traders. Again, I want to cap it at 100. I don't want to sell 1,000 of them. I only want core, like honestly, if 100 people or even 50, I don't know, whatever the number is, a small number of people that want to be on this journey with me, that's what I want personally. I don't we need to sell. I don't care about selling it to 1,000, 5,000 people. I don't want to find people that just want to YOLO on evals. And if they're on like I feel for them. But if they're on that, because I was on that hamster wheel of killing evals and then blowing up live accounts. I want to get people off that cycle, right? That's what I mean. Kill an eval, fine. Well, let's see you grow an account the right way, right? And we all work together and help each other, right? So, because for me, this job market, I've been in the customer. I'm a customer support engineer. I've been looking for I was laid off like 3 or 4 months ago, and I've always been trading, failing at it up until recently. I've been doing really well the past few months. If it wasn't for that one prop firm that screwed me over, I'd be really far ahead. But anyway, it proved that I could trade. So they didn't want me. Whatever. Now look at that. 7:30, John. Look at that, buddy. I hope that someone wasn't that long. I hope someone, one of you, was long even before 6:50. That caught that whole GAN level. Did anybody catch that? I hope someone did. I really hope. That was freaking amazing. Look how it tapped it. Again, it might blow through it. Again, they're just zones. But let's look how it tapped it and just paused. And man, I love GAN levels. It changed everything for me. So isn't it crazy, John? I'm telling you, man. When I learned that, yeah, me too. Well, yeah, dude, hindsight, right? But the nice thing is, you do it, right? You practice, right, Qubit? And eventually you will catch them. It will be you catching those 3 GAN levels. You will. You start off with a couple of micros, and you get a feel for the boxes. You get a feel for the levels. I promise you, you do that. You do that day. You just show up with proper risk management. You will catch them, and you will do it. I know it. Now, if you go in with a 20 lot, it might be tough because but if you go in with like 5 micros, 2 micros, it's feasible, right? Yeah, that's right, dude. Every day, man. Every day. That's why I love levels, right? I don't care about. I don't know. I love levels, right? That's all I can say about that. The market is so dynamic that when you're shading off price levels, I don't know what else gives you the better edge besides having insider knowledge of all the shit that the politicians know, and there has to be insider trading. I mean, come on, give me a break. There's all those guys know what's going on. We all know that, right? So, and then plus, not including all the bots, all the all there's this we're fighting against these super banks, but I don't really give a shit about that. I look at the levels, and if we trade small, we can ride their coattails, So the next GAN, again, man, that'd be crazy. That'd be 828. So 21, 828 would be the next 4-hour GAN. I mean, can NQ really blast off? I mean, yeah, you're right. It's plausible. But you're right. So the next level would be 828. That would be crazy, dude. That would be, or not. Maybe not as crazy. I don't know. It's just a candle, right? So who knows? All I know is, look, we're 2.5 hours into the market, and I hope we're all green. I mean, done. Like, I don't after this time frame. This is like when I shut everything off. I go meditate or whatever. This is my time for downtime, and then after that, a little break, I go back to coding, reviewing, and yeah, I know. Yeah, that's all good. I mean, yeah, I mean that's why I'm on the chart. It is cool to see, where it could go. It's definitely feasible, right? So yeah, I can't seriously by Friday, John. You'll have that indicator. Not that you can't. I mean, it sounds like you're plotting him right now. So, but. Yeah, I'm excited, dude. On Friday, assuming once I pay him, he'll be quick to send me the code. You never know. Programmers, he might take his time. But assuming I pay him tomorrow, I hope that he just, turns around and just gives me the code. So, he's a good guy, awesome guy. I'm pretty sure he'll do it. But either way, you'll have access to them pretty soon here. And but yeah, that's kind of it for me, guys. That's a pretty killer scalping day for me. Any last thoughts? Otherwise, I'm going to sign off and take a break and get back to coding. But yeah, anything? Do you guys have anything before I sign off? And again,
I'll just say it again. I appreciate you guys. Seriously, the support. Um, I'm a little guy, still in Minnesota, and I'm from Utah, but I live in Minnesota right now. My daughter uh, is blind from a brain tumor, so we've been at Mayo Clinic for many months. She's doing well now, but she's blind now because of the brain tumor, and she's an awesome kid. She's rocking it, rocking life. But life has you have your battles, right? But we're lucky, Um, I feel very lucky overall. Besides life's challenges as you get adulting, but overall, I'm honestly I'm grateful to have you guys, man. Like you never know when you go online who's gonna be there, right? You never know, and so I seriously all you guys that support like an unknown guy like me, that's pretty freaking awesome. So thanks, guys. Uh, yeah, if you're around John, all the better. Otherwise, again, thanks again, guys. Have a good one. Take care.